I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Gail Foley. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I am doing awesome. Thanks, Angel.
Love that. So what part of the world are you in right now?
I actually live in Kansas.
All right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
I believe it's my podcast show. I've been
Yeah.
producing One Awesome Community for 3 years now.
Well, that's amazing. Congratulations on this
Thank you.
venture, my friend. Thank you very well for what you do in the podcast community. Who did you learn the skill of podcasting from?
Well, I started out in my life as a negative Nelly, and I had an opportunity to grow myself in a different career. And so I embarked on learning how to turn that around. And I did. And I've been known for the last, 40 some years as a person of positive energy and enthusiasm. And I felt that it's something I need to share. And if I can learn from something like that, then somebody else might learn from my experiences. I've been around the block a few times. So
That's great. Yeah. Well, tell us about the Hey Card Lady concept.
the Hey Card Lady is I am a network marketer for a company called Send Out Cards. And so in my early training, people would put that into Google and not my website. And so they would get other people. So I decided to dub myself. I had a client actually dub me the Hey Card Lady. So it has stuck for about 12 years now.
That's amazing. I had a great friend called Mary London that sent me some cards, right? Affirmation cards. Pretty amazing cards. I use them till this day. The card that I actually got today that I have on my computer here that I picked out is support.
Yes. Yeah, these are regular cards that come in the mail.
Okay, all right. Where can we access them?
You can access it at heycardlady.com, and you can actually send a card on me.
That's wonderful. Ooh, love the idea.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. Well, I'll tell you, the card that I have in front of me right now, which is a small affirmation card, is the word support. And it's
Oh,
in
I
a
love
bright pink, just like what you're wearing in your image here, right? I'm
Yes.
guessing you are a supporter, are you, Gil?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
fascinating, right?
Yes,
How,
absolutely.
how has that impacted your life, being a supporter?
Um, I do my show because I believe that my life lessons might help someone else avoid the hiccups that I've had or embrace another, you know, direction. And so I support those choices by telling stories that might help someone make that change.
What's one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
I record in a gratitude journal every night. I think it's very important to be grateful for what you have.
How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel, first of all, very positive. I think it's a way to reflect on life because if you're focused on being grateful for something, you can't be looking at the things you're not grateful for. I mean, there's a direction that it takes you, and it makes you feel very positive, and you just sort of sit up taller and you smile bigger. And I truly believe it makes you a better and kinder person.
Suggest to someone out there that's listening why they should do something similar or even what you've done by doing that before you go to sleep at night, right in your gratitude journal.
Yes. Well, I think it's a healthy outlook because having lived in the negative world, that's how I looked at things. But then when I turned it around, I always see the rainbow in the sky instead of the raindrops coming down. We have to have the rain to get the rainbows, but if we look at the beauty or we take that one slice of what good can come out of this, it just makes your world a much brighter place. And people around you will be happier to have you around them.
Now, Gil, I have a quick question, which is sideline, right? I'd like to
Okay.
know. I saw that you had a podcast before, right, which was Gabbing with Gail, and
Yes.
then you moved on to One Awesome Community.
Yes.
Uh, the transition from pink to green, is that representative as to your growth or your maturity?
It has to do with research. I love to research and find out what's really good. And my show started out dedicated to women entrepreneurs. And so I went with the pink. And then I had an opportunity to change things up and redo my website. And I thought, is that really the right color? And I learned that greens and blues are a more welcome color, and they're not all women like pink. And so I've also transitioned back to my original audience, which was open to everybody. So
That's
that's my
intriguing. I like the green much
yes,
better too. I was
yes,
just saying, yes, that's my opinion, right? Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Thank you.
wonderful. Well, amazing audience, you're hearing it live here from Gail Foley. Again, she's the podcast host of One Awesome Community. Is there any other place you'd like people to connect with you from or to?
They just go to oneawesomecommunity.com
And
and
there we
connect.
go. There we go. Well, Gail, let's switch gears for a moment. Now,
Okay.
let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water.
Woo!
Gail, what
Transport
is
me there.
Gail, what is your earliest childhood memory?
I remember sitting on my dad's shoulders as he's walking through a field. We were flying a kite, and the kite went down into the trees. So we're walking across this field, and I'm on my dad's shoulders. I remember it very distinctly.
Hmm. How old were you in this memory?
I was 6.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
I loved being with my dad. I had 2 brothers, and so the time alone with my dad was very, very precious to me. And I loved being outside. And I loved being in the woods. And it was just this bright, beautiful fall day. And it was just wonderful to be there.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
I still embrace being outside, and I love the sunshine, and I think that plays a big part on being a positive person, embracing that. And so that's who I am. Very positive person.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Sure.
I love the idea of the supporter you are, and that your father, even when your kite went down, the metaphoric concept of things do go down in life, that he was there to put you up taller than you were, to ensure that you were supported on his shoulders, to see that you've created the podcast One Awesome Community. And I'm guessing here, I'm not part of the community, but I'm guessing one of the things that you provide is support, similar to the support your father gave to you for those that may be down or may go through the downside of what it is to be an entrepreneur.
Yes, yes, very much so. Thank you. I love that interpretation.
You're
Very good.
welcome. You're welcome. If we fast forwarded to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
Okay, I had to look this up because I remember I started listening to rock and roll just about the time I was 12, because I remember receiving a transistor, odd term, a transistor radio for my 13th birthday. And so I pull up all these songs, Angel, and there were so many of them I remember as a kid listening to. But the one that I had to pick was the Twist with Chubby Checkers, because I loved doing that dance forever. So that was one of my songs.
Well, my friend, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Gail? Gail, are you ready, Gail?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, there we go. Gail, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
No, they're not really a skill I could really share with anybody, I don't think.
Are you married?
Yes,
Do you have children?
I do.
Do you believe in God?
Oh, absolutely.
And do you have an inner circle of friends?
Thankfully, I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Oh, no.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yeah, at least 3 hours a week.
And what about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Oh, I'd say about 6 usually.
All right. Gail, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Gail Foley, what would you say that is?
I end my show every time with, do me a favor, pass on a smile. It's contagious, you know.
Love it. Gail, this was a great pleasure. I smile right now as I say that. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Well, first, Angel, thank you very much for having me on your incredible show. I'm really blessed. And I believe everyone has a story to tell, and I share my stories on One Awesome Community. And my gift to your amazing audience is they go to oneawesomecommunity.com/forward in your name, Angel. You can grab my free ebook, Brand Yourself Awesome, because you are your brand.
Love it. Gail, again, great pleasure. Thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.